a basketball legend, a global icon, and a current NBA champion. He is none other than Stephen Curry, widely regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time, and as the greatest shooter, especially a three-pointer, in NBA history. So without wasting time, let's talk about the golden boy of sports. Hey there, this is Chetna and you're watching ChetChat. It's a Friday once again, and in today's video, I'm going to share the 10 super valuable lessons that I have learned from Stephen Curry. These lessons will definitely leave an impact on your life. At number 1, beat the odds. Stephen Curry holds the record for the maximum three-pointers in an NBA final. But he is 6 feet 2 inches tall. And the average height of an NBA player is 6 feet 6. And that is just the average. Yet, Steph manages to dominate in the game. That's because Stephen believes that there is no such thing as a perfect cutout. And he has always neglected the odds. Because if you focus on your skills, as Stephen did with his game, the odds will always be in your favor. Just like the saying goes, the odds are up to them, the end result is up to you. Lesson number 2, never put a full stop to improvement. Stephen Curry has won back-to-back MVPs, most valuable player titles. But here's the catch. Even at the peak of his career, his stats have never stopped growing. Curry practices with a special motion sensing technology that tells him exactly how far off-center each shot is. As the ball reaches the rim, a voice calls out a number from -9 to 9 to tell him how many inches from dead center it is, with 0 being a perfect swish. Even when a ball makes it through the hoop, Curry can tell when it is less than perfect and adjust his shot to make it better. Each time he's breaking his own records. That just goes to show his dedication to self-improvement. Isn't it just like scoring the best marks in the class? It can give us a sense of satisfaction and we may turn on our relaxation mode. But Stephen's funda was, if you are best in your class, then you are in the wrong class. Now that's a life lesson to live by. Constantly performing at the top level and avoiding the full stop. And before we move on to the third lesson, I would like to give out a shout out to Study Plan for leaving this stupendous message under my last video. And if you want a shout out in my next video, leave me a comment below with a hashtag ChetChatters. At number 3, choose your critics. Stephen Curry was in the spotlight of critics right from the start of his career. They made comments about his body type, his average athletics, and his skinny appearance. And this was even before he was able to prove himself. Stephen decided to ignore all the naysayers and do what he does the best, which is to win more championships. Now, over the years, Stephen has had a circle of people for constructive feedback. We can also create our own circle of critics and friends, supporters and detractors. Like John Douglas said, appreciate the constructive, ignore the destructive. At number 4, a mentor for a great head start. A mentor is someone who can see the best version of you. For Stephen Curry, his father was his first mentor. He was a talented basketball player who introduced Stephen to the game. He would often take him to NBA matches and his practice sessions. When he discovered the passion inside Curry, he knew how to mold his career. He saw the real Stephen before the rest of the world. And that is the big role of a mentor, be it academics, sport, or any other field. Having a mentor can really shape your career. As a student, try reaching out to your network or simply join a mentorship program to find the right guide for the future. Number 5, dribble your way out of self-doubt. Stephen Curry has encountered multiple finals, qualifiers, nail-biting finishes. Does that make him immune to pressure? Absolutely not. On the contrary, Stephen once mentioned his anxiety and confidence issues. When he was new to the game, he had terrible anxiety in big matches. But he soon found out the root cause of the problem. It was the lack of experience. Anxiety hits the most when we are least prepared. So Stephen decided to dribble his way out of pressure. And the rest, as they say, is history. In the same way, if you feel performance pressure during exams, it means you have to work more on your preparation. With full preparation, the anxiety or pressure may not completely vanish, but it will be reduced to a bare minimum. At number 6, commit to something bigger than yourself. Stephen Curry champions a personal cause to fight against malaria. Did you know that he donates 3 insecticide-treated mosquito nets for every 3-pointer that he shoots? To date, he has donated thousands of bed nets, and each time he spots an opportunity to shoot a 3-pointer, the dream of saving the world from malaria helps him push harder. So commit yourself to something bigger than yourself. Pick a goal larger than yourself, and that will wake you up every morning and push you towards your goals. At number 7, you don't have to live anyone else's story. This lesson is actually a quote by Curry himself. He believes that there is no one way to succeed. Success is like an untraveled road. We need to create our own paths. For instance, if Curry followed the crazy life story of Michael Jordan, would he have become the golden boy of NBA? The answer perhaps is no. It is because of his unique game that makes him the greatest 3-point shooter of all time. So it's fine to learn from the topper, but it's even more important to carve your own pattern. Lesson number 8. Worry about only 2 things. In 2019, Stephen Curry lost in the championship finals. He faced a lot of heat from the fans and the media. At some point, people were even questioning his current contract. But just 2 weeks later, Stephen was seen back on the court with the same level of enthusiasm. He managed to put all the backlash behind him and worried only about 2 things: effort and attitude, because they were the only controllable factors for him. We often panic about many things in our life. How other people are doing so better on social media, or how our friends are getting into different colleges, and thinking about these things can block our progress. And that is why you need to focus only on what you can control. This quote puts it pretty well. I can control things on the inside, not on the outside. At number 9, don't let failure decide your next step. Basketball was played differently before Stephen Curry started becoming this big sensation. The players believed in slam dunks and close shots, not half-court wonders. And that's because long shots often failed to get inside the basket. But Stephen Curry couldn't get anywhere near the court due to his defensive position. So he decided to pull off 3-pointer shots from a fair distance. It wasn't complete magic in the beginning, but he never backed down from taking his chances. As a result, the game is completely transformed now. In the recent decades, the percentage shots taken from beyond the 3-point line has increased from about 3% in 1980 to 17% in 2000 to almost 40% today. pushing the bounds for success. That is the impact we can create by ignoring failure. Maybe we can get our answers wrong or lose some marks, but that shouldn't stop us from generating original ideas. Or, as Stephen himself said, if you don't fall, how are you going to know what getting up is like? Looks like we have reached the final lesson, number 10. Humility is the trademark of a giant. The massive success of Stephen Curry has not changed him a single bit. He is the same kid from North Carolina with a heart of gold. He greets all his fans with excitement and is genuinely happy to see them. Stephen is unarguably the most successful basketball player of our generation, and yet he remains humble, kind, and extremely down to earth. Now, that's a crucial lesson. Even after achieving tremendous success in your careers, you should never change your true personality. Remember, humility is nothing but the truth, and the pride is nothing but lies. And that brings us to the end of our video. I hope that these lessons from Stephen Curry will influence you and make you a much more powerful human being, and also help you to slam dunk your goals. Until then, hit the like button, click on the subscribe button, and never miss an update from ChetChat.